You know, I don't like rude customer service. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not like rude customer service. I think if a customer is coming in to spend money with you, you treat them with respect, give them their well wishes, you send them on their way. And I also don't like rude, nasty, stinking, disgusting, vindictive, antagonizing customers, entitled customers who think it's okay to go on someone's job and antagonize them and pick up their phone and record them and put them on blast on social media because they know they're on their job and there's very little that they can do in that moment. I don't like that either. As a matter of fact, I think I hate that more than I hate poor customer service. So I'm going to show you all a video, and you all who are listening on the podcast, the audio version, you're just going to hear it. Of course, tune into the YouTube channel if you want to see it. But I'm going to show you a video or play a video of an interaction between a customer and a worker at a dollar. I don't know if it's Dollar General or Dollar Tree. I'll see it once the video plays. And I did not like the interaction that I saw. I didn't watch it all the way to the end, but for what I saw in that snippet, I did not like it. And as I've always said on this platform, we don't know what the moment before looks like. So anything could have been said, anything could have been done that led the customer to have this interaction or to lead the worker to have this interaction. So we always have to keep that in mind. We don't know the moment before, but this is a reaction video. I want to just play it and I will react to it. If this is your first time on my platform, my name is Rogan. This is ThisBahamianGyal. On my platform, I do social commentary and reaction videos. I encourage my audience to have private conversations in public. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel. So let's go.
You shouldn't choose a job you don't want to do, honey. Because I can, and I'm grown, and I continue to talk. You shouldn't choose a job that you don't want to do. Because I want to, and I'm going to, while you're ringing up my thing. I'm going to talk to you, and I want to address you because I asked you, you are supposed to make sure that the customer service is about you, no matter where you work. I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to talk to you, young lady, because I'm going to ask you to bag my things the proper way, and you're going to do that. You shouldn't have chose a job you didn't have to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're an employee, so you should act like that.
Step away.
You should act like that all the time.
Step away for a minute.
That's the problem with y'all young people. That's why y'all not going to prosper. That's why you continue to work stuff like this, because your attitude is messed up.
Go to the office now.
Somebody should have raised you.
Please.
I could have double bagged the bag.
Okay. Okay, go, ma'am.
Calm down. Shut the door. Shut the door. That's why y'all can't get no good help.
Okay. So yes, you don't want to be arguing back and forth with the customer, right? But you have to understand, and those of you who've worked in customer service, you know this. Some of these customers are so damn rude. They are so incredibly rude. They're nasty. I've been in environments before like that. I've been in restaurants, and I think I said this on a previous video as well. I've been in restaurants, I've been in stores, and customers are in there cursing at the workers, fast food workers, and it doesn't matter, retail workers, they're cursing at them. They're being so disgusting. Now, we didn't hear any profanity here, right? But we've seen that happen time and time again. And I'm always grateful to the folks who step up on behalf of those workers, because if the workers say something or do something, they're automatically dismissed. And we saw there, it looks like her manager stepped in and told her just go in the office, go in the back. But I want to play this again because this woman, she was very antagonizing. So rather than going back and forth with this worker, what she should have just done is say, let me speak to the manager, or can I get somebody else to bag me up? Now, if you've ever been in these Dollar Tree, Dollar General stores, they don't have a lot of workers. Sometimes the line is so long and it's like one, maybe two people in there bagging groceries, ringing you up and everything. Another thing you have to understand too, I'm in no way excusing poor customer service, because you all know where I stand with that. Okay, if you cannot service the customer properly, let somebody else handle it. But sometimes in these environments, there is nobody else to handle it. You're in that store for long hours on end and long lines, and everybody coming in there is not nice. There's some nasty, vindictive, mean-spirited people, and you have to deal with it. And then the nerve of this customer to pull out her phone and record this woman and the interaction. Now, there are instances where I think even though I hate it overall, there are instances where I think it's okay to an extent. We've seen on my platform before where Uber Eats drivers would have dropped off food to someone's place of business, their work, and then gotten a report that the food wasn't delivered. So they walk back in with their camera and they record to show, oh, that person got their food and they lied, which could get me fired. Stuff like that, I certainly understand. But I don't like this immediately pulling out the phone and just recording folks, because there's going to come a time, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to come back to this video and you're going to say, I called it. There's going to come a time when someone is going to pull out their phone, and the person who they pull it out on is going to blast them. And use your imagination when I say that. Not verbally blast them, because you don't know people's temperament. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know their mindset. And to do something like that is just so egregious. I hate it. I've said before, I hate them pulling out these cell phones. And the nerve of this customer. I'm going to play it again, because for her to come in there acting all bougie, miss, you in the dollar store, where they get Arizona iced tea 2 for $1. At least the last time I bought it. And you're talking about, you're ringing my groceries, like to insult her. And that's another thing. When you go on someone's job and they're serving you, I've always said before, service is not servitude. So you don't talk to people. You don't talk down on them when it comes to them doing their job. They're doing you a service. They're performing a service. So you're ringing my groceries. Miss, you are not in the Rolex store. You're not in Hermes. You're not in the Chanel store. What do you like? Relax yourself. Let me play this again, because that really irritated me. I don't like people demeaning other people's jobs. And I really believe that every single person, I don't care what you do for a living, should work in customer service at least 2 years. Not 6 months, not 6 weeks, not a year, at least 2 years. So you run the gamut of all types of people who could come into that establishment. Because it will give you a greater appreciation for what people go through. And maybe you'll shut your damn mouth when you're in these establishments and just treat people with some decency. And to be honest, yes, the girl should have just said, you know what, manager, come and take over. But it's easy to say these things in hindsight. It's easy for us to say, oh, this should have happened. We don't know how long this antagonizing was going on. We don't. And I'm not giving her the work or the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying I don't like the way the customer came at her. Because I've seen some people pop off and curse and get to fighting and stuff like that. She's just like, and the woman who the customer sounds older. She just sounds older. Like, what happened to taking on like a more, I don't want to say a mentorship, because you don't know this girl, right? But at least be the adult in the room. This girl looks like she's like in her early 20s. Come on. So let me play this one more time. Just take a listen.
You don't want to do, honey. Because I can, and I'm grown, and I continue to talk. You shouldn't choose a job that you don't want to do. Because I want to, and I'm going to, while you're ringing up my thing.
You shouldn't choose a job that you don't want to do. Again, you don't know what this young lady may have been going through that morning. One bad day, one off day doesn't mean that she doesn't value her job or she doesn't want to do her job. It just doesn't. And like I said, I've seen some nasty, nasty customers come through. You really got to hold your head in these moments while you're ringing up my things. Like she's damn Eartha Kitt while you're ringing up my things.
You shouldn't choose a job you don't want to do, honey. Because I can, and I'm grown, and I continue to talk. You shouldn't choose a job that you don't want to do. Because I want to, and I'm going to, while you're ringing up my thing. I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to address you because I asked you, you are supposed to make sure that the customer service is about you, no matter where you work. I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to talk to you, young lady, because I'm going to ask you to bag my things the proper way, and you're going to do that. You shouldn't have chose a job you didn't have to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're an employee, so you should act like that.
Step away.
You should act like that.
Yeah, I would have stepped away. I would have stepped away and said, you know what? I cannot give you the service that you deserve. You could steal my little lingo. I cannot give you the service that you deserve. So I'm going to get my colleague involved because I don't want to have to give you a knuckle sandwich. You know, she should have stepped away. But like I said, it's very easy to say what people should do in hindsight. Another thing too, what I noticed is that, and the manager did the right thing to tell her to go and step in the back or whatever, right? But a lot of times too, managers come through in an accusatory tone rather than an investigative one. Because if she were standing by, she were there, the manager, she should have immediately interjected and say, hey, just step aside, I'll take over, and just continued helping the customer out and get her out of there. Give her 3, 4, or 5 bags if she wants them, just get her out of there. But sometimes, you know, the managers will come through and just immediately throw the book at the worker. So I could only imagine what that conversation looked like once she got in the back and once that customer was gone. Anyway, I'm going to say this. I really wish that folks would stop going on other people's jobs and antagonizing them and putting cameras in their faces. Like, you should be able to have a conversation as an adult without immediately resorting to your phone to record someone. And you know what? When that happens and someone pulls out a camera, maybe what folks should start doing is pulling out their camera too and start recording them so we could see their face too. Like, you know, all bets are off now if you're going to do something like that. Anyway, like I said, we don't know the moment before. We don't know. The girl could have cussed out the customer, but I'm sure if she did, she would have mentioned that, because she just focused on the fact that she wasn't giving good customer service and she didn't double bag her groceries or whatever. But I don't like the talking down to this young lady. The woman sounded older. I felt like she could have just taken on a more mature tone. And just don't go and degrade someone and demean them on their job. Please don't do that. Please do not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you not to do that, because you don't know where life will lead you. And I'm going to end here. You don't know where life can lead you. And you might be on top today and you might be that same person bagging groceries because that's all you can get later on. Don't go on people's jobs and do that. Please stop putting these cameras in people's faces. Yes, to the workers, I know it's hard sometimes, but try to feign a smile. Just be kind to the customer. They are spending money with you, and that's what's paying your salary. People get nasty with you. Pass them on to your colleague. Don't deal with that, because you don't deserve it. You reserve the right to say, I am not comfortable with this customer. I don't feel I can give them the best customer service. I don't want to be subjected to their abuse. And so somebody else can step in and take care of this. You have every right in the book. But this interaction should not have happened. And I don't know why Ms. Bougetto thought it was cool to talk about her groceries. Girl, bye. Anyway, drop your comments down below. Let me know how you feel. Whose side are you on? I'm not on anybody's side because I don't know what the moment looked like before. I'm just making an observation based on what I saw and what I heard. But if you want to take sides, let me know. And also, I would love to hear from those of you who are in the restaurant field. Maybe some of you who worked at Dollar Tree or Dollar General or work retail or whatever. Like, drop your comments down below. Share your horror stories with these customers. Share your horror stories with the employees, because some of them are real nasty too. You know, share your horror stories. Let's talk about it down below in the comments section. If you are listening to the audio podcast, please go to youtube.com/ThisBahamianGyal to watch the video so you can see these two ladies' interaction. And of course, follow me on my blog, ThisBahamianGyal.com. And if you want to buy me a coffee, please go into the description box underneath my video and leave buy me a coffee. Like, leave a coffee and buy me a coffee. Or you can also become a channel member. You can also support this channel by buying some of the merch. I thought this was real ratchet, so I'm wearing my Ratchosity hat. And before I go, because I get 1,000,001 questions about the type of lipstick I am wearing, so I'm going to just tell you, I think this one is Chanel Sweet Berry. This is Le Rouge Duo. I'm almost out of this one, so you can see I use this to death. So Sweet Berry, I love it. So there you go. No eyeshadow today. I will see you all in my next video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me, riding with me. And before you go, if you like this channel, you keep coming back to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Help me to grow. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Mwah. Toodles.